What is good? What is good? What is good? How is everybody doing? Hey, yo, fuck 'em up. Ooh, woo. What is good? How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, I know we had to have this talk today, right? Yeah, I know we had to have this talk today. Real shit. This talk had to happen. The minute they announced that, I was at Burger King. I was legit at Burger King. And, yo, thank you for the sub, by the way. I was at Burger King, and I'm talking, and I'm just like, I'm talking to Scamby. He's talking about, you know, how he has his own place finally. He's good. All this other shit. And then I'm like, yo, yeah, I'll talk to you later. 6 string, no problem. You know, you do when you can. And I'm over here just about to order my food. And then I see, I kid you not, my shit set like 15, 20 notifications, all tagging me. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I go check. I said, oh. I said, we got through to them? We got through to them? I said, oh. I said, when you knock on the door enough times, somebody got to come out that motherfucker. Somebody got to come out that motherfucker. And guess what? Bandai, they responded. They opened the door. They said, hello. I said, what's going on, Bandai? It's about fucking time. Then I proceeded to ask the cashier for the Twitch Prime. Sheesh. Oh, man. But, you know, that was a great thing to see. Funny enough, I'm going to be real with y'all. I think this shit is all lining up with the movie. I think all this shit is lining up with the movie. Real shit. I think everything they're doing is lining up with the movie. Don't be surprised if we see Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 as a character. Don't be surprised. Crucial, thank you so much for the sub, by the way. C. Swift, thank you so much. So they made an announcement. They actually made an announcement yesterday for the movie. And then peep how they made the announcement yesterday. There's going to be a final trailer. And then today, we got an announcement with Dragon Ball. Oh, and mind you, they talk about the evolved state of Piccolo. They talk about that. So it's weird. Like, he's not, I don't know, it's some weird shit, but it's, you know, he's getting a buff, right? And so is Gohan. So yeah, they're both getting a powered up state. It seems like Pan is gonna be the reason why he gets buffed. He's gonna get like a install. So, you know, they said this for a while. The way adult Gohan was gonna get powered up is through anger. What better way to get him angry than for him to be put in a situation where, you know, somebody's doing something real foul to his woman or his daughter, right? So eventually, now that's what this movie's like. It seems like it's gonna focus on. I'm gonna be real. It kind of catches me off guard that they're really focusing on Piccolo and adult Gohan. But my thing is, I feel like on the low, they still might bring, like, I feel like the fight is going to happen real swift with Gamma 1, Gamma 2, right? And then out of nowhere, the big baddie's going to come out of nowhere, and then it's going to be Vegeta and Goku as always, right? And that's going to be real fucked up. It's going to be real fucked up if that happens. I'm going to be tight. Let Piccolo and adult Gohan rock out the entire movie. Let Goku and Vegeta maybe have like a moment or two, but overall, let adult Gohan or Gohan and Piccolo, let them be the stars of the movie, man. Let them be the stars of the movie. Because they also talk about Broly is a lot stronger than what he is now. The movie actually takes place after Granola's arc. So all of this is confirmed now. Everything is confirmed. So this is after the granola arc, just to put that out there. So we technically can see, the Ultra Ego Vegeta and see some other shit. The granola arc. That's happening right now. Yeah, there's a character called Granola. He's actually pretty cool. He's a pretty cool character. He fights with like a finger gun. So like he just fights with his finger gun. They also confirmed that the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, they have a gun. And the gun's energy blast is as strong as a Kamehameha. If you're wondering where I got all of this from on YouTube, what's this guy's name? I actually forgot his name. He got glasses. He's always wearing a hat. Damn, I forgot because I haven't seen his shit in a while. But he always has Geekdom. Yeah, Geekdom 101. Yeah. So he always has the intel, and he always get the things early. So, he got it from the shit on Twitter. So, it's a beautiful thing to see that. I'm really hoping that the focus is on adult Gohan and Piccolo. Yeah, he does got the insiders for sure. So the whole point of me talking about this whole thing is more so we can actually be getting a whole new season. It seems to just be lining up with the movie. Because we legit waited almost a whole year to get some type of announcement beyond Lab Coat 21, right? Lab Coat 21 was a cool addition, but clearly they send her in on some OD shit. Like, even outside of nerfing you, she's still really strong. She still will be a viable ass character. She will still probably be considered top tier without that shit. If not, the lowest high tier. Whether it's high tier mid or high tier high. So the whole reason of me pushing the way I did is because this is exactly what I wanted. It got to the point that we needed some type of confirmation whether this was the end of the game's support from the developers or they were going to keep it going. But we haven't got anything since August. And it's already May. We still might not get anything till like June. It's all dependent. Thank you for the subs, by the way. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for everybody being here. So my thing is like, it's almost been a year of like pretty much nothing. We got one character that threw a whole wrench in the system and fucked it up pretty bad. To the point that I was like, nah, we got to do something. And I'm the type of person that I don't care for top tiers. I've been in this shit for so long. Crazy to say this. I'm 37 now. I've been in this shit since I was 16 years old. Been playing cheap ass shit since I was fucking 16 years old. The only time I wanted to ban a character was Brawl. And that was Meta Knight. Cause that motherfucker was so stupid. And to be real, that game was just not a competitive game. You had tripping. And the tornado, everything he did had top tier priority. The only thing that was like bad about him is that he died fast. Do I remember how old I am in the sub notification? That was like, I had my setup over here. That setup was over here. That was a while ago. He had a 2-frame up air. Yeah, his shit was crazy. He had a fast down tilt. His up B, he did bring you all the way to the sky, then do B, throw you up, you die, or he does up B, kill. He was just too good. He was way too good. bro, your first tournament game. Yeah, that game was real fucked up, man. It was real fucked up. So that was the only character that I wanted banned. Besides that, people are saying, you know, Sonic Fox wanted GT Goku banned and stuff like that. I want to explain something about Season 2 that I think a lot of people tend to forget. GT Goku wasn't the only problem of the game. Was he a big problem? Yes. But people tend to forget it was the game's mechanics that was a problem. You have fuzzies that made tall characters, big characters, like almost just non-existent. Because the minute they got put in block stun, they had to guess too much, right? You had the cooldowns happen right away. So if I use both assists and I put you in a block string, because it's hard to guess whether the character is done doing a string or not, because the way the game works, you don't want to press a button and you don't want to reflect right away. So what ends up happening is they do stand light, they stop, they do stand light again, and the cooldown's already happening. And then you got to guess all that shit again, right? That was another problem. Snap was another problem. Snap was also too good because you came in at a set time no matter what. And because of that, because of the set time, you had the fuzzies down pack, and everybody got fuzzied. Everybody got fuzzied. So that was another big problem. There was just a bunch of problems in the game. There was a bunch of problems in the game. So that, you know, that Season 2 just had those issues that needed to be addressed. Real shit. There was a lot of problems with Season 2. A lot of problems. Yeah, I don't like the... I'm going to get to that, though. I'm going to get to that. Hold this shit. Thank you. There was a lot of problems with Season 2, and it was beyond just GT Goku. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? There was just a lot of problems. Mind you, it was one assist. It was one assist per character. Let's remember that too. It was one assist per character. And there was just bad characters with bad assists. There was just so many problems. Nah, Mini Assassin, they coming out with a patch. The game is still slow, absolutely. I agree. The game is still slow. And then here's the problem. Season 3 was godlike. Season 3 was godlike. But the problem is they took out a lot of offensive things without actually adding more offensive things. The thing that they added was like jab into Dragon Rush. Do you guys realize that that was the only thing that they actually added offensively? Everything else is damage extenders. That was the only thing they added. Have you guys noticed that? That was the only thing that they added offensively. Everything else is either defensive, a defensive mechanic, or offensive extender. There's no true ways of opening up your opponent in this game. So, let's start talking about the game's mechanics, things that I want to see changed. Let's get to it. I don't know how long this stream will be, but it probably will be a little bit long. Probably. DC, what is good?
Select your fighter. Vegeta. I'm Vegeta. Select your fighter. You'll soon learn to select stage. West City.
So this portion of this stream is going to talk about mechanics. Before we even go dive into characters, I see a lot of people talking about they want Chip now. Oh, okay. I'm glad. I am glad. 100% glad. Because I think y'all start to see now, right? Block strings in this game are too long for Chip. How does that even make sense? The only time you would do chip, is when you're doing something like this. Then you call the assist. Mind you, this game, you like. Let me show you something, because some of you guys still don't get it. Look at that. Look at it. Oh, you can't see the top right. Excuse me. Hold on. Let's reset this. Let's reset this over here. What are you talking about? That's why I don't seem to understand. Why do people keep saying block strings are too long or it's too scary? Or you know how many ways, right? Or we could do another one. We could do this. Like, are we gonna still complain about chip? Mind you, look, this shit leaves blue health. You can really just sit and block. All right. So we're going to get into that eventually. The first thing I want to talk about is legit. I want to talk about that. That mechanic needs to be nerfed finally. This shit right here, that shit needs to be nerfed immediately. I don't care what anybody says. That mechanic needs to be, especially like right here, that shit needs to be nerfed. I truly, truly hope that mechanic gets nerfed. And what I want it to be is that if the opponent blocks it, it works like the guard cancel where they land and there's recovery. Hell yeah. Yo, let me explain why this mechanic is overly too strong, right? Number one, you could do it on the ground, you could do it in the air. At any point. The other problem is that it auto tracks. It literally auto tracks, right? Not only that, you get a combo from it if it hits, and if they block it, it's safe. Why is this mechanic extremely strong for no reason? In every other game, raw tag is actually a huge risk. The whole point of you doing, oh shit, hold up. How am I saying that? You could call an assist in raw tag. You could call an assist in raw tag as well. You know how crazy that is? No, I know, Stylist. That's what I'm saying. It's safe. It's actually safe. And I think that's a huge problem. I do think that if you do that and they block, you land with recovery. You actually land with recovery. Straight up like that. You just need to land with recovery. Because the thing is that raw tag comes out super fast. There's no true indication that it's coming out. Besides the X if you try to use it, right? So my thing is it needs to work just like guard cancel. If you do it and it gets blocked on the ground or in the air, they have to fall down and there's recovery. Straight up like that. Raw tag is way more of a problem than super dash, guys. Way more. It's just too good. It's too good. So it needs to be nerfed. I truly believe it needs to be heavily nerfed. So that shit is not abusable. So motherfuckers can realize, okay, you know what? I gotta be careful. All right, let me relax. Let me not just do it. So the first thing I would do, I would shoot that shit. That shit needs to be shot. It needs to be just like guard cancel. They take a risk. Let it be the same way. Same entry on frame startup. You know, you can do it in the air. All that shit, that's fine. But if it gets blocked on the ground or in the air, it stays close to the opponent, and they drop. And when they drop, there's recovery. Enough recovery that you get a heavy starter. Fuck all that. That you get a heavy starter, and they get punished. That shit needs to be nerfed now. We get in another patch, Bandai. That shit needs to be nerfed. Shoot that shit. Just stop letting that shit is way too strong, especially in the corner too. It's just way too good. It's way too good. It needs to be shot. Super Dash, I only want a minor nerf to it. And the minor nerf is if you Super Dash, this shit is pretty much neutral on block, which is why people always do that and then they backdash. You can't punish that shit. So my thing is literally just make it like -2, -3. It's literally just make it negative. So that way it's not fucking crazy the way it is. It doesn't need to. I don't want it to be hard punishable. Just have it a little bit more minus. Just a little bit more minus. That's literally it. Don't do much more to Super Dash, right? The thing that I will say, right, is and I've been thinking about this. You should get extra damage if you hit them while they're super dashing. That's it. That's literally it. So for example, you know how down H does down H does 1,000, I believe, right? Yeah, it does 1,000. You probably get like 1,200 or something like that. And so you know how medium starter you do a shitload of damage? The heavy starter hitting a super dash, right? Like you getting the launcher on the super dash, or you hitting the super dash in general, you get more damage. Just more damage. Let it actually be counter damage. And the reason why I'm saying this, guys, is so that way matches go, everything is to make matches go a little bit more faster. A little bit more faster. A little bit more faster, right? I gotta set this up for the next one. Give me 1 second, guys. This is okay. Okay. Oh, because I have it down. Sheesh. All right. So the next change that I want, right? The next change that I want. So you see how fast Frieza dropped? Did y'all see that? I'm going to show it again. So I literally want the assist to have the same function as the point character. The same, literally the same priority, the same function, the same everything. So we can actually have some real happy birthday combos. None of that shit where they plop away or whatever. When they get hit, right? When they get hit, especially when they get hit into a wall, if you guys notice, they go away real quick, right? Let me see something. Okay. So you can see that Frieza, like in the corner, he like it's weird. It's really wonky, right? Both characters got hit. But the way this game is that if you knock him towards a wall, look, gone. Gone. So my thing is that they have the same reaction as the point character. So I can get a real combo on both characters. The fact that the assist goes away sucks. People should be getting punished for bad fucking assist calls. And they don't. So in this game, if you realize, people be having some, they just be throwing out assists. They'll get hit and they call out an assist. They'll get hit and they'll call out an assist because there's no real way of getting punished on your assists. There's no real way because the way they react when they get hit towards a wall, they bounce away. They fly away. There is no happy birthday combos because the way this game works. No, and that's bad though. It is really bad. They need to change that. This game rewards bad play too. Yes, it does. It does. And the funny enough, I told Adrian this. I said, yo, the reason why you lose in KOF on some real shit is because this game teaches bad play. Like, you're calling bad assists, but you can't get punished for that assist because the way this game works is like, oh, shit, I called this assist at a real bad time, but you can't do nothing. You can get a little hit, and that's it. Let characters, let players learn the hard way how to call assists instead of them letting them call assists and not really getting punished for it. Is this the only game with assists where this happens? Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's the only game. It really is. It really is. So I want them to change that too. So besides the raw tag, the super dash, the other mechanic is that. Let the assist bounce into the wall, fly high, bounce off the ground without them disappearing. Let them get hit as they are the point character. I got a question too. Does anybody know the percentage of damage that they take as an assist? I really don't know. That's another thing too. Look, let them, when I line them up, that right there, flying. Why are they flying to the side? You see how crazy that is? My man says 69%. My goodness. Look at that. Disappeared immediately too. And I get it though, because that's like some Marvel 2 shit. See, like that's so bad. Why is he moving to the left as I'm hitting them towards the right? Let them line up. Let them line up and get hit. Let them line up. That shit is so bad. Look. Why is he going to the left, man? Why is he going to the left? I'm hitting you towards the right, and you're moving towards the left. They do everything to baby players. It's the 4th year. Let's stop babying players. Let's stop doing that. There are happy birthday combos, but you're not understanding though, right? Or maybe you do, and you're just saying that there are happy birthday combos. But what I'm trying to say is that the game doesn't truly allow you to punish bad assist calls. Or whenever they have an assist out there, they don't take maximum damage because they don't act as if the point character. They get hit, they fly away. It's silly. If you fuck up, I should maximize the damage and hurt you as the point character and your assists. That shit right there is too crazy. That shit right there is too crazy. That's another thing that they should change too. I was actually about to talk about the overhead. So, yeah, no, you shouldn't have to do specific combos. I should be able to knock both characters down without having to end it early. You see that? That's how it should always be. Right? Without him flying to the left side or whatever the case may be. Nah. Did I love the 6M? I think 6M is cool. So my thing about 24 frames is actually not bad. My problem with 6M as a move though is that if you don't have assists in the game, right? This shit is not that it's useless, but it's not like you do a shitload of damage. Like, it's okay, but you don't get nothing from it. You have a frame advantage of 3, right? Look how many times I would have to do this in order to get the kill. So it's not exactly fast, and you don't get no combos off of it unless you hit from afar, right? You have to hit from afar, and I don't think every character can do that either. Right? So that was 6. Let me see. Yeah, he's too far. It's way too far. So me personally, I want to increase offense in this game. My thing is like either make it that you as the character can combo from it, or allow like a vanish or something, right? But this is only suggesting. It's not something that I truly want, because it's all depending on their budget, right? I don't think they're gonna get a big budget. Yeah, I want to buff 6M. Nah, you can't vanish 6M unless you're in Spark. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when it's 1v1, it gets even slower, right? Which is why they have like the limit break. And the reason why it's slower, because you can't really open up your opponent. You can't open up your opponent. Tell me, yo, the way it works is motherfuckers be doing this, right? It be the neutral. It be the neutral. And you know the opponent's putting you here. All right, you staying like this. You trying your best to get the opening. You like, oh shit, all right, I can't do it. And then you try something crazy, like you do something like that. You're trying to get some type of random hit instead of you opening them up, because the game doesn't allow you to open people up. What if they let you special cancel off of 6M? Something. I just want something. I just want something. So when characters are by themselves, they have way more. See, let me explain something. This is coming from a player that's played multiple tag-based fighting games, right? In these multiple tag-based fighting games, whether it's Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, MVCI, all of these games have ways of opening up your opponents by yourself, right? You know why? Because there's chip damage, there's chip kills, there's tick throws, right? You have all of that available in your arsenal, right? In this game, you know what you're missing? You're missing chip damage. You're missing chip kills. You're missing tick throws unless you have a command throw. You're missing core 2D fighting game mechanics. You're missing core 2D fighting mechanics. Straight up. You really are. And then mind you, this game's damage output is low. It is low. You're not going to, let me tell y'all right now, you're not going to always get the hit with your assist. You're not going to always have assists available. You're using the assist to lock down your opponent and then suffocate them with pressure, right? So you're not going to always have assists to be able to extend on your damage. Mind you, you're not going to always get the hit with a stand light either. So your damage output, look at that bitch ass shit. That's some bitch ass damage. And that's from Key Blast. You're not going to always get it from a light starter. You're not. Sometimes you're going to get it like this. Look at how low that damage is. That's a bitch starter. Absolutely. Absolutely. So my thing is, the reason why I want the overheads to have something is just so that way characters have more ways of opening you up and optimizing damage. Y'all saw the damage though, right? That was a simple basic combo off of that. You understand what I'm saying? But I can show you with Jiren and other characters, and they get like 2,500. Characters have 10,000 health. You're not going to always have assists available. You're not. You're not. You're really not. And in other games, you walk up to your opponent and you get a throw, right? Your throws probably do like 1/10. Your throws do like 1/10 of the damage, but you usually get like a hard knockdown, and it's fast as hell. So they have to guess the strike throw game. In this game, once I go into medium, right? Because I'm trying to base something out. So once I start going into this, you already know Dragon Rush is not coming. I need an assist to get that Dragon Rush in there if I decide to. Now, of course, characters have this, but we already at this stage where players are just like, oh, I know that's coming. I'm blocking this shit, right? Like, players already know, because you want to know why players have good defense towards this? I'm going to explain why players have good defense. Because every character has it. Your mind already knows that might be coming. So you're probably able to block that, because every character has that. Because every character has that, you're like, all right, that might be coming soon. He might do this, come in, and then you're able to block everything. So I'm going to give an example, because I hate to say this to Adrian. Adrian played this game, phenomenal defense when I was playing him in this game, right? I could not open up Adrian in this game at all. It took me a while to start getting games off of Adrian. And I'm talking about Adrian NYC. Played him in KOF.
Nigga!
Cannot block shit. Cannot block shit. You know why? Because there's a strike throw game. It's a strike throw game. That's why he's focused on fucking me up in the game. And I like it though. That's good. He's hungry. He's hungry. But no. It's not to do him dirty. It's just to give an example, because he plays. I'm playing somebody that I play in this game that's playing in another game. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm able to give the example. But there's a strike throw game with chip damage, chip kills. You have a lot to think about. So in that game, you're like, oh, fuck, man. He could do a short hop. He could do a long hop. He could chip damage me. He could go for strike throw game. There's a lot to think about. In this game, you don't have that, though. Am I right, Adrian? That's what bothers you in KOF, right? Because you know that the strike throw game is in there. You know that you can get chip damage. You know you can get chip killed. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not trying to even make fun of him. I'm not trying to be immature or do anything of the sort. I'm actually training him, guys. I'm training him, but what I'm saying is that it's super easy to block in this game compared to another game. Yo, Skeezer, I've been saying this for the longest, dude. This game holds your hand. This game actually, like, y'all don't understand. Ask Adrian. This game compared to him playing this game, compared to, he was like, holy shit, I'm getting opened up. And I was telling him, I'm like, yo, dude, these games are different. This game fucked up a lot of shit. And I'm always going to remember to this day, and this was said years ago, Super Noon literally said, my defense is ass, but this game makes my defense look godlike. And let me be real. Let me be actually real. This applies to Hikari too. Hikari in Guilty Gear was not Hikari.
Nigga!
Was not the same in Dragon Ball. Just being mad real. When niggas start transferring skills over, you start seeing that, you know, this game kind of holds your hand on shit. Because Hikari will fuck me up in this game. Hikari will fuck me up in this game for free. For free. But when it came to Guilty Gear, it was a whole different story. It was the same thing with Nitro. Nitro was really good in this game, right? Still really good. But when it came to Guilty Gear, we go toe-to-toe until I started getting better in Guilty Gear. Then he kind of got fucked up. This game holds your hand too hard. Did I beat Hikari in Guilty Gear? Absolutely. It's on stream. I think I actually uploaded it on my YouTube. I absolutely did. I beat Coach Steve. I beat a whole bunch of people in Guilty Gear. I beat a whole bunch of people in Guilty Gear. So my thing is that these games actually just they hold your hand. They hold your hand a little too much. Cool Kid knows this. We spoke about this multiple times. This game actually holds your hand, and it needs to stop now. It needs to stop that right now. This right here, that right there is the Dragon Rush is one of the reasons why it holds your hand too much. This shit right here, that green aura, why? Why? The animation already tells a story that the Dragon Rush is coming through. Why do we need a green aura to let us know that it's coming? I'm bugging. DR is fine. No, it's not. It's definitely not. It's one of the worst mechanics I ever fucking seen. This shit is bad. So you can react to it late. This mechanic sucks, dude. We need real throws. Real throws. This shit sucks. I never want to see a mechanic like this again. Never. The reason why DR sucks is because, number one, right? So, first of all, DR is lazy as shit. Launcher. This shit is lazy. They got enough money to put more into the animation. That shit is lazy as fuck. I'm just being honest. That shit is lazy as shit. But let's go outside the aesthetics, right? Let's go outside of that. The reason it sucks is because the way this game is, there's no true strike throw. Strike throw exists in every 2D fighter. Every 2D fighter, this shit exists, except this game. The reason why you have that exist in all fighters, right, is so you can open up your opponent who's blocking all the time. No, the tech animation is cool because they like fighting and shit like that, right? That's cool. But it's still lazy as shit overall. The other thing too is it's slow. Oh, let me remind you. It's slow. Explain how strike throw works. So strike throw, so let's say this is Street Fighter, right? Strike throw, we playing the footsie game, right? I'm coming in, I'm trying to put you in a block string, right? So I'm moving in, I move in, I throw a strike. I'm moving in, I throw a strike. Then I move in, you think I'm gonna strike you, but I go for a throw. And so the way throws work in fighting games, a lot of fighting games, is that when you throw, let's say I throw out an attack and it's the 5th frame, and I throw out my throw on the 5th frame, the throw usually beats the strike, right? So this game technically has that, but it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Because you have 2 frames of strike invulnerability in this game. You actually have 2 frames, which is silly as fuck. Have you ever noticed that you throw on an attack, your attack is out, right? Your attack is out, and the Dragon Rush went right through, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, I could have sworn I teched it. You did. But the problem is, during that frame, those 2 frames, he had strike invulnerability. And that's why your ass got. So this game has strike invulnerability on Dragon Rushes. Stop fellas from mastering DR preemptively so hard. Yeah, it's the thing is then they said, okay, we see that Goichi was just blocking all day. Nobody can open up Goichi. But if you notice, Goichi in other games he has good defense. Does he have amazing defense like that? No. But in this game, his defense was godlike. Could not open him up. You could not open him up. But I guarantee you, go to other games and look at Goichi play. And I'm not saying this to hate or anything of the sort. Just go really look. Go really look. It's not the same as in this game. It was way too hard to open them up. So Bandai said, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do jab into Dragon Rush. Because that shit was not in the game. When did they add that? They added that in Season 2 or Season 3. I forgot. But they added that shit. Right? This is going on YouTube, yes. They added it in Season 3. Right? Because this shit was way too hard. But even so, right? Even so, this is a universal mechanic. The thing is that there's so many universal mechanics that players get used to it and they know when it's coming. At first, it was hard to deal with. But the more you play the game, you're like, oh, shit. All right, he's going to go for jab, jab, jab. Then he goes for that. I'm going to look out for that. And people start people start literally just looking out for shit like that, because every character has very similar mechanics, which is why season 1 was so boring to me, because a lot of characters in the game were very similar in how they played. Eventually, they started making adjustments and making characters play differently. Now, I want to say this is actually not Bandai's fault. This is not Bandai's fault. This is actually just a Dragon Ball thing, where characters have different moves, well, different names, same moves. You understand what I'm saying? Kamehameha is Masenko. Masenko is another attack. Big Bang they're all the same shit. Final Flash is Kamehameha. It's all the same shit in a sense, right? So that's why I be wanting different characters. That's why I love Super Baby 2. That's why I like Ginyu, because they bring something unique to the table. I think it's really cool that they do that. But there needs to be, obviously, there needs to be more unique things and shit like that, but we'll get into that later. Beams are beams, yeah, but that's why it's funny, because Moro actually makes fun of it when he's fighting Goku. Oh, no, excuse me, when he's fighting Vegeta. And he's like, what's up with this name? When all your attacks are the same. That was godlike. When Moro said that shit, I thought that was godlike. So do you think throws should be unreactable? Yo, Red Flower, what's good? What's going on? It's hard to say. It's hard to say, because the way this game is, you don't want Dragon Rush to be fast, but you want ways to open up your opponent. If they was to add chip damage and chip kills, I would not mind other shit being the way it is. Moroko's Big Bang attack, just another key blast. Yeah. That was godlike when he said that, right? It was godlike. Like, my thing is like, yo, y'all don't understand how much chip damage and chip kills would change the game for the better. For the better. It actually would. It really would. Carpster, thank you so much for the sub. It really would. Like, no funny shit. It would change the game. It really would. They add a faster DR that costs meter. Nah, the other thing that I suggested, but I think that's a little too much too, is that Dragon Rush can stay the same, right? Dragon Rush can stay the same, but you break Dragon Rush with Dragon Rush. In this game, right? This game, you can break Dragon Rush with everything, right? Oh, shit. Okay, look. I did down S. Look at that. I did down S. Look at that top left. Yo, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. Down S. Down H. Down light. Down medium. Like, you're allowed to break Dragon Rush in so many different ways. I think that's fucking whack. No, you can break Dragon Rush with any button. And in crouch state. This is why it's so hard to open up people. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest issue. So Yander, it's hard to say. We'll talk about the chip kills and shit like that. Let me get to a point though. Let's go one by one. Yo, this is one of the biggest reasons why I'm like, yo, Black Ice, it's way too, yo, offense should always be better than defense. In this game, defense is too strong. It's too strong. Yeah, you can tech DR with Spark. Look. Oh, hold on. Look, I broke it with Spark, dude. I legit broke it with Spark. Son, that's crazy. Oh, so see, a lot of you guys didn't know that. Yeah, you could break it with Super Dash too. So this is Super Dash, right? Look. You can break it with anything. Yes, I just showed you right now. Look, I'll show you again. Look at the top left. Look at the top left. You know, in every other fighting game, you know you break throws with throws, right? So there's few games that you actually break it with a button. One is Tekken, one is Mortal Kombat. So in Mortal Kombat, but in Mortal Kombat it's an actual 50-50. The throws itself are 50-50. Throws are 10 frames, right? In MKX and MK11, they're 10 frames. And you can crouch it. You can't crouch block it, but you can crouch it. So in Mortal Kombat 10 and Mortal Kombat 11, they're 10 frames. They're on the slower side. The thing is, you have to guess forward throw or back throw. So you have to press is either left punch, right punch, or left kick, right kick, right? To break the throw. The left kick, right kick is, I think, back throws, and punch, left punch, right punch is forward throws, right? So you have to guess. You have to guess. When it's easiest to guess when you're in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Because you know your opponent is going to probably try to throw you and keep you in the corner. But sometimes your opponent would just throw you out there to get that extra damage. In Tekken, I believe it's punch. It's punch to break left, and it's kick to break right. And then you have to press both buttons to break the both hand throw. So if you throw with the left, you press left punch. If you throw with the right, I think it's right punch. And then you gotta break 1-2. Yeah, 1-2. So that's the thing, is like, in this game, you get to break with any button, dude. You get to break with any button. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Yeah, it's gonna be. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can break it. Son, I mashed! I mashed and broke it! I whiffed! I whiffed and broke it! I whiffed and broke it! I'm trying to reenact that shit. So it seems like you can actually whiff punish. Let me see. Son, his buttons just go so far. So I think, nope, I broke it. I actually broke it. Come on, man. I mashed it again. I'm trying to look. So you can mash and still break the throw during recovery. Because I'm trying to time this shit. DR is fine right now offline, to be honest. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not fine, period, dude. It's not fine. It is not fine, dude. And the thing is like, no disrespect, but I know a lot of people that are like, yo, but this is fine, this is fine. You guys do not play this game at a high level. Y'all don't. Y'all really don't. Y'all watch the game and y'all just go based off of that. And you're like, nah, it's fine offline. And you might not even play this game offline, but you're like, this game is fine offline. That's the crazy part. Some of you guys are just like, yeah, but this is fine, and y'all don't even play the game. Y'all need to stop doing that shit. Y'all need to stop doing that. It is not fine. This game has a slew of problems. People be watching, they don't even play the game anymore. Or they don't even really play the game, period. Nah, but it's fine though. Offline is fine. Trust me. He said it. It's fine. Like, y'all don't have the experience. Stop doing that. I don't understand. What about hit invulnerability on DR? That shit isn't fair. You can fail a tech with 2M for real. It has strike invulnerability, and that's it's hard to say. You just described most of the community though. Yeah, I know that, but my problem is like people don't know what they're talking about, and they want to feel important, right? They want to feel important. I'm just being mad blunt. But the problem is, you want to feel important, you need to actually involve yourself in the community. You actually need to play the game. If not, people just need to stay in their lane. This game is fine offline and offense is broken.
Nigga!
You smoking that crack. You are smoking that crack. This is the only fighting game in history that I know that keeps getting defensive mechanics. This is the only game in history that they added like 10 defensive mechanics and refuse to add true offensive mechanics to open up your opponent. They add offensive extenders, extending the damage, but they don't add no true. This is the last offensive mechanic that they added. That was it. That was the only one that they added. They added aerial guard cancel. They added two level guard cancel. I'm glad you trolling. Nah, I'm not gonna shoot him because some people just don't know. They nerf C assists. My whole thing is like the best thing that they added to me, but it still doesn't truly help to open up your opponent, was the special tag, right? Oh shit, I pressed the wrong shit. Like, that's cool, but that's not a way of opening up your opponent. It just allows you to extend combos. It allows you to, some characters you can get an opening, right? Some characters, but not every character. Not every character. Yeah, they added guard cancel. I thought they added guard cancels because they was gonna add chip and chip kills, and they ain't do it. They did not do it. Like I said, my whole thing is like, if they just need to improve on the mechanics, man. Mechanics are on the weak side offensively. They really are. Like, real shit. They need to fine-tune Dragon Rush, maybe fine-tune the overheads, have it that we get more. Right? Have it that we get more. So like this, we get more, right? So we get the hit. If he's by himself, he can extend the combo, right? And the Dragon Rush, I don't know. They got to figure out something with that shit. In all honesty, they got to figure that out themselves. But Dragon Rush is a really wonky mechanic. The fact that it has 2 frames of strike invulnerability, is 19 frames startup, it's just crazy. And then you can break it with any button. You can break it with any button, dude. I think that's crazy. And every other fighting game, right, is either you break it with throw or you have to guess. In Tekken, you could see the grab and then tech it, but you're not going to always be ready to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you're going to think that the left is the right is the left, and then the some characters have the 2-button throw. You got to guess that, right? This is the only game you can break throws with every single fucking button, dude. Every button. It is actually insane. But we're going to move on. Let's talk about another mechanic that definitely needs a little bit of nerfing or a sizable nerf. That's Spark. Spark 100% needs some type of nerfing. And you're probably like, but what you mean? Why does it need nerfing? You know why? You know what players be doing? Right? They do that, You know what they do next, right? When that shit don't get, when they get knocked to the side. Number one, that shit is too fast. That shit is way too fast. You end up getting hit. I'm trying to get, I don't know the timing like that. There we go. And then you get that. That shit needs to be nerfed too. That shit needs to be nerfed. The reason being is because that shit happens so fast, right? 8 frame. Even though it pauses, 8 frames. You could do it at any point. So because it's 8 frames, or 9 frames, I don't know. It's 8 frames or 9 frames? 9 frames, right? What? Oh, in the air is 7? All right, it's just, I don't know. It's 7 frames, 8 frames. 7 frames is the fastest, dude. That shit is too fast. And then you're not ready to press a button, right? You're not ready to press a button to tech, and then your opponent gets a combo. And they build a mad meter. That shit needs a nerf too. That shit absolutely needs a nerf. And I understand that they have it like that, so that way you can have a chance. That shit is neutral, and it pushes you back. This game defensively holds your hand so much. It's insane. This game holds your hand for everything. It is the 4th year. Can we stop holding hands? Can we please stop holding hands? Like it's a little crazy. I think in all honesty, the push block on it shouldn't be that much, and it should be a little bit negative, at least like -2, -3. So if they don't guess right, you still keep them in pressure. Nah, because it's already the 4th year, dude. You only, technically, like, you have some casuals, and you have a lot of hardcore players, man. Real shit. I just want this game to be, like less strict on offensive capabilities and what you possibly can do if you guess right. The happy birthdays, the overhead, it's just a whole bunch of shit. And Spark too. Spark is like another thing. It's so strong defensively. It's extremely strong. Y'all don't think so? I think Shanks said something about Spark. I think he said the same thing that I'm saying. As a matter of fact, I think he said the same thing. Yo, it's super fast. It is super fast. Spark is basically it's too strong. No, I don't hate Spark. It just needs a little bit of nerfing, dude. The fact that you can knock him away, it comes out super fast. You can knock him away, and then you can follow with an empty vanish, because players are not going to be ready to tech it. If you notice, a lot of players end up getting hit. They end up getting hit, and then you're able to get a combo, and then you build up 2 meters from a combo. I'm not saying that it needs to be punishable, right? Because you can bait out Spark. That's the great thing about Spark. You can bait it out. My whole thing is that legit, let it be more negative if the opponent blocks it. If they block it, and the push block is not fucking pushing you downtown. Yo, JB, what's good, man? Just on block. Just literally on block. And then on hit, make it harder for the opponent to follow up. You know, let the opponent that got hit by the Spark, let them recover faster so that shit don't happen. I think that's actually crazy that you're able to follow up and get a combo. Because it's hard to tech. It's hard to tech. It really is. It really is. So that's the next mechanic that I would change. Now, let me go back to Goku. The other Goku.
Sorry for the trouble.
So, Here's the next thing that I would do. And this is real shit. And I fucking hate seeing this shit. Y'all know what I hate seeing? I showed it earlier. I'm going to show it again. Son. This game, this game is too nice. Not only do I not do a lot of chip, I'm leaving you with mad blue health. I'm leaving you with mad blue health so you can go possibly raw tag to go recover that blue health. So after all of that work that I just put in, you're going to recover it. Why? Why? Windmaster, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I cannot stand this shit. I'm always going to be on the chip campaign because every other game has chip where you actually take away health. 2D fighting games always have that. It's for a reason. It's so that way you don't prolong matches. That's why there's always a strike throw game. That's why they add guard bars. You can't add a guard bar in this game, though. You can't do that. You can't. Strings are too long. You're going to always get a break, break, break. Nah, you can't. You can't. No, it doesn't have with basic buttons. It has chip damage off of special moves and supers. And then you could do guard damage with normals. You could do guard damage with normals. But you do chip damage with special moves and super moves. That's it. But if this game had a guard meter, nah, it'll be disgusting. It'll be disgusting. It'll be horrible. It will actually be horrible. My thing is like legit, let's stop leaving blue health. Let's stop leaving blue health. Right? So if I hit you with a raw level 3, real shit, I should not be leaving you with 4,059 blue health. I should not. Nah. That shit should hurt like a motherfucker, and you should hold that shit. Son, I be getting hit by level 3s, and real shit, I be like, all right, well, I'm about to go recover that shit, or I'm about to go spark that shit. Son, getting hit by level 3 and having that much blue health is kind of crazy. I just burned level 3 to possibly have you recover that shit. So now you possibly are in a bad situation because you ain't got no meters or you got way less meters, and I have a whole bunch of blue health that I can possibly recover. Why you raw level 3? Nah. So you telling me I can't do a level 3 when they do a bad string, or when they go for like the overhead? Or to counteract when they're doing beams? Nah, I can't do a level 3 to punish their shit. I'm burning a whole lot of meter. Nah. Some of you guys are just really inexperienced, man. Some of you guys should just watch the game as a spectator and enjoy. Just enjoy. It's a frame 1 reversal. Jotun, you don't know what you're talking about, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. So what if it's a frame 1? What does that mean? Because DPs? You talking about special DPs? You talking about special DPs in this game? That they leave blue health, so level 3 should do the same shit? You can't back up your bark. What are you going to back up? That this game leaves too much blue health? There's no other, this technically, even in listen, every other game, when you DP, right? I think probably Persona, and I'm not too sure. Every other game, when you DP, you take away blue health. My man said he's going to back up his bark. Dude, you cannot back it up. You're inexperienced. You're out of your league in this conversation. You're actually out of your league. hypothetically, what would you do? You leave a percentage just like in every other tag-based game. Just like every other tag-based game. In other games, when you DP, you're taking away health, right? The whole point of a DP, which they made the fix in this game. So the problem was you was able to DP while calling an assist. They eventually said, nah, that's way too strong. Let's take that out. All right, so when you DP in this game, right, you can still go for Vanish, but you can down H it. So not only are you getting down H, you also burn the meter to try to throw me off. But when you do a DP in this game, after a certain frame, you can't even Vanish no more. You just got to hold that shit. And then you come down, and you're going to take a heavy start, a medium start, or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So you're saying Marvel 3 damage? My man, you are... Oh, my gosh, dude. Just stop. You're difficult to talk to. you're difficult to talk to because you're throwing out shit, and nobody said that. You see the damage right here? The 40-59? You can leave a certain amount of blue health. So you see where it's at now? You can leave the blue health to like the A, but to where the A letter is at. That's where you can leave the blue health at. When you use a level 3, right? In any game, when you use a level 3, yeah, you leave part blue health. Just like in other tag-based fighting games. It's the same thing in Power Rangers, right? When you use a super, you're using 3 meters in Power Rangers. When you use that, you still leave recoverable health. But you don't leave all recoverable health. You don't leave all recoverable health. You leave a portion of recoverable health. Yeah, I'm not saying to eliminate blue health in general. I'm saying to not leave all blue health. Leave a portion. It's the same thing when I'm doing this shit, right? Oh. It's the same thing when I'm doing this shit. I should not be leaving you all fucking blue health, dude. And there should be more trip damage. This shit is insane, dude. This is crazy. This is way too low. Way too low. Joten, I'm glad you said ignore you because I was about to ignore you. I'm glad you realized what I'm saying, though. Look at this shit. Dude. This is disgusting. Look at how many times I'm doing this. And not only does it take forever, I'm leaving you blue health. This is horrible. Son, how many I did so far? Yo, look, let me tell you something. The game doesn't even tell me how much chip damage I'm doing because they don't give a fuck about it. The game does not even tell me the amount of chip damage I'm doing. They're like, nah, it's non-existent, so who cares? Look at, dude, I'm not even halfway. I'm not even halfway with this shit. Man, get the fuck out of here. Son, it's too much. So just to give you an example, right? I wanna, because I know this character for a fact, so I'm gonna show y'all. I did this a while ago, and I did this on stream. Yeah, see what I'm saying though, right? I'm actually recording this, and this will be uploaded. It'll be uploaded on Wednesday. So when I do this move, the back version, it takes 21 times. Yes, I do extensive work when I talk about my shit. 21 times for this version, the 24214 into S, 21 times, and then the forward version is 42 times. Pete. And this is the one that actually does a lot of chip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 times for me to hit with that. Yeah, I do a lot of research, guys. When I talk about my shit, it's because I know what I'm talking about. And then the forward version is 42 times, guys. It all comes back to 21. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 46 times, 47 times. Son, even the moves that do mash chip take forever. It takes forever. And then this is all blue health too. The heat wave page is up. Yes. It takes too long. How about when you debuff? I don't know. I haven't tried that out. They need to definitely fix this shit. Now, I'm not doing that. Shit will take forever, Dragon Snake. Hell no. Hell fucking no. So they need to allow you to take away actual blue health. Whatever amount of damage you do, which I think in general, like for example, Super Saiyan Vegeta, right? Super Saiyan Vegeta, even though it doesn't really matter much because you can reflect in between, they still made it that he still does a good amount of chip damage. That was one of the buffs that he got. Funny enough, even though he needs more, but that was one of the buffs that he did get, right? So my thing is that we need to see more shit like this. Hold on. So he actually does a good amount of chip damage. See that? We need to see more chip damage in the game. And this is fine because you can reflect at any point or super dash it. So they clearly know and acknowledge that the game needs to be faster, which is why they did things like that. They realize that. But leaving all of this blue health is crazy. It's not it. Take that shit away. Allow characters to do like whatever amount of damage. If they do 200, let it be like 50 chip or some shit like that. What's in the cup? Iced tea. Iced tea. Oh, this move is outdated though. This move is super outdated. It's super outdated, but then it kind of got like fixed because you can. Hold on. You can do that. So it's like, how much is minimum for a sit down? All depending on you, brother. So those are like the mechanic changes. Is there any other mechanic changes I would change? I mean, personally, I would add chip kills and chip damage and chip kills. Straight up. I would just do it. I think it's about time we get that shit. I already talked about raw tag and super dash and all that stuff. I already talked about all that stuff. The sit down can happen. I mean, if you bless me, the sit down can happen right after this shit. No chip kills if you're on Spark though. I don't mind that. I actually don't mind that, JB. I don't mind that. I think that's good. I actually don't mind that at all. I spoke about 6M already. I spoke about 6M. I think that's cool. Oh shit, limit break. Yeah. Hold on. We're not done yet. Alright. I'ma be so double supers I would just bring back. I think double supers were really cool. It doesn't have to be 100%. They did buff it. It could be at least like 50 to 60. I think like 50 or 60. I think that would be good. Chip kills with supers will only be cool like Street Fighter 5. You could do it like that. That's fine. Listen, as long as chip kills exist, it could be special moves or supers or both. It could be just supers or it could be both special moves, whatever. As long as motherfuckers die. Yeah, it could be 50 to 60%. They could raise it higher, and I'll be cool with that. Anything to help matches go faster. Anything to help matches go faster. You can still vanish, Nas. Absolutely. You can still do level 2 vanish. You can do aerial. Now we have aerial guard cancel. You can make that shit useful. Because that shit is so useless right now. So for example, the aerial guard cancel would matter with characters that can actually punish you in the air. So for example, Fat Boo does super, right? He does the super, and you in the air, you can actually just use the aerial guard cancel. Go apply to Bandai, save the game right now. Save the game for real. Dude, they ain't gonna hire me. Damn, I don't know how. Is it possible to? Okay, so for example, you even can avoid that. Boom. This game has so many defensive mechanics. This game actually has so many defensive mechanics that you can avoid so many offensive shit. There's no excuse to not have fucking chip damage and chip kills in this game, man. There's no reason. It will only add layers to the game. It will add so many layers. So if you think you got a motherfucker like, oh, he fucked up, he jumped. You do a super, now aerial guard cancels will actually matter. It will be godlike. Oh, got him. You thought you got me? Nah, haha. That will be godlike. You know how cool that will be? So now it adds that extra layer. Oh, shit. I'm low on health. He's going to try to chip me out. All right, I got this character. I see you, Windmaster. Thank you, man. We can have a little sit down after this. So my thing is that legit, you have aerial guard cancel now. You have the level 2 self vanish, right? You have so many defensive mechanics. I think it's time to add chip damage and chip kills. Put it in the game. You can literally avoid shit. You can avoid shit so much. So many scenarios where you will be locked down, you can avoid. Can you spark after that and land a combo? No. The way the guard cancels work is that you have to fall down no matter what. Ooh, shit, I forgot about that. So auto combos, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I don't mind auto combos at all. My problem with auto combos is the tracking. Just take out the tracking. Just take out the tracking. I think it should track if it hits. Whether it's blocking or they get hit, I think auto tracking should work. But if they in the air, for example, Gogeta, there's no way that they should be doing this and get the hit, dude. No way. No way. That shit is stupid as fuck. Same thing with Team Gohan. Other characters too. Yo, you just don't see it because motherfuckers don't play Frieza. Frieza has, I think he has like a full screen, let me see. Auto tracking light. What the fuck is he at? I don't care about tracking, just to be honest. Let me whiff, punish, mashing. Dude, then you care about tracking. Because the tracking allows them to follow you wherever you go. So you care. I think he has to be grounded. Yeah, he has to be grounded. But he has, you know what I'm saying? Like, you land on the ground and he has something like that. And it's cool. It's cool, but the auto tracking shit is crazy as fuck. Can he jump and do that? Let me see. Holy shit. Normal jump height? Okay, nah. He has to be. Okay, there's a purple. Oh, I never even noticed that. There's a purple aura that comes out, or purple smoke. Okay. I never even noticed that. So, you know, I just think that the auto tracking should be gone. Light should work, and the auto tracking should work whether they block or they get hit. But if that shit whiffs, you should just keep going forward. Just keep going forward. And the recovery is kind of stupid too. Right? Like characters can just, they could just throw out shit. And there's not a lot of recovery. I didn't notice the purple smoke of death. Nah, I didn't notice that shit at all. I just think the whiffing should happen. I think whiffing should happen if it whiffs. The auto tracking should not follow if it whiffs. If it hits or you're blocking it, that's fine. But if it whiffs, you should whiff all the way until you're done. All the way till you're done. Straight up like that. What changes? Well, all right, since we're done with the mechanics now we're going to go to characters. Let's start talking about some characters. Would that kill Team Gohan? No. Definitely not. Oh, limit break? I would just lower the damage. Where is it now? I think it's 20%, right? I think it's 20% or something like that. Oh, hell yeah, I've been holding this shit in. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, let's talk about him. Let's talk about Vegeta. Hello. Good afternoon. Roshi float? Nah, you can't put a float on him. Can't. Just can't do it. Bum was prepared. You already know I was prepared. You already know. All right, this is the weakest motherfucker in the game. Free. This is the weakest motherfucker in the game. Oh, let me take this shit out. Without a doubt, he is really bad. He definitely needs help. I don't even know what's the C assist. I don't even know what's his C assist, but this motherfucker sucks, dude. He is really bad right now. The problem with him is, number one, his damage output is so bad. Is the ground or is this? Like he just has a lot of issues, right? Like this takes too long. The fact that this is 32 frames, like dude, people are gonna block this shit. Why does it take 32 frames to cross somebody up? You can do the EX, but guess what? The EX is 28 frames, right? Or you can stay in the front. Like, I get that they wanna have him as this mixed character or something like that, but he is like really bad, man. Like really, really bad. His normals need tweaking. Like this right here, 18 frames is neutral. That's like, it's not bad because he gets to steal a turn. Does he get to, can he combo that? I guess only on hit, right? Yeah, he gets to combo that on hit, which is good. Son, his damage output is so bad. His damage output is insane. Like, insanely bad. He wasn't broken. His assist was just mad good. So people picked him because his assist was like an easy way to open up opponents in Season 1 and Season 2. There's also a gap when linking. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, you can't link none of his from light. You can't. It's just too slow. And then this move has no range. Son, he has a slew of problems, man. He has a lot of problems. And then what made him stand out was his assists, right? But then once every other character started getting assists as well, like every character that had multiple assists, he became irrelevant. Like real shit. Because they didn't buff him, and they didn't really buff him in any other way. They left him alone. They legit just left him alone. And then from there, it's just like, all right, well, we're going to leave him just like that, and that's it. My thing is like, he needs, I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to him, but son, he needs adjustments, dude. Like, you can't, there's just so many problems. His damage output is just so bad. Nah, not fuck Yamcha. He can stay ass. We want characters to be better. This right here, that should come out faster. That should definitely come out like frame 26, 25. This shit is too slow. Is this not even a real DP? I'm trying to see, like, he has a good side switch attack. The problem is son, the mediums are so bad, dude. The mediums are so fucking bad. Oh my god. And they're bad for different, his stand light and his crouch light are good. It's everything else outside of that. This is not that good. Characters be falling out of that shit, right? So you have this, which is plus, but it's slow, right? You have this that is 10 frames startup, but it has no range. Then you have this that is neutral on block, but it's slow as fuck. He has so many problems when it comes to his normals. They need to change. They actually just need to change his button. So one, right? This, what is it on block? -5? Real shit. If it's gonna have this bad range, just make this shit like -3. Make it like -3 so he can steal turns, right? You can have it be, you can even have it like -2 if anything. If you're going to have the buttons be that bad, let him have actual staggers. Nah, don't make it plus. Nah. We ain't doing all that now. That's crazy. This right here could be like frame 15, frame 14. It could be faster as fuck. This shit is too slow. It's too slow. I'm cool with him having low damage if he has easier ways to open you up. You understand what I'm saying? This right here, wait, not that. This right here, too slow. Too slow. Nah, that shit is bad. That shit is way too bad, man. This needs to be like no lie, that needs to be like frame 25. That shit is garbage. 32 frames? It was nerfed in Season 3. How fast was it before? I don't even know how fast it was before. I just know this shit is horrible now. That shit is actually garbage as shit. It's too reactable. It used to be 18 frames. Damn, it used to be 18 frames and they nerfed it to 32? They nerfed it to 32.
Mega!
18 is crazy, right? Considering the way this game works. But dude, 32? I think the good number will be 24-25. 24-25. If he's going to have low damage output, he should have ways of opening you up. Is super insane jump. That shit is almost doubled. They almost doubled the move in startup. Nah, that's too crazy, man. Change that. I think the good number is 25. 24-25. I think that's a great number. It's not insanely fast, but it's nowhere near as slow as 32. This shit is horrible. Damn, 18 to 32. Let them stay on the same side. I mean, you could do that too. And then he can switch to the other side, right? How do you do it? I think you press S, right? Yeah. And then you could. Like, that shit is cool. Like, that shit is cool, right? But his records should be godlike. Like, adapting to Yamcha's B&B. You open up people with Yamcha, character's so sick. Yeah, he's so sick. Why you not playing him? Yo, Kite, you set yourself up for that one, brother. You set yourself up for that one. I'm sorry, Kite. I had to come at you real quick. The nigga say he's so sick. No, he's not. All right, so he ain't sick then. He said, come on, bub, he ain't sick. And you ain't playing him. He ain't sick. I know he need damage or he need ways to open you up, but he ain't sick. Bottom 5, this nigga's bottom of the barrel. He said, I picked top tiers. All right, he's not sick then, Kite. He's not sick. He's not sick enough for you to play him. He's not sick enough for you to play him. So he sucks. He ain't good. I'm on my way. Yo, Larry, what's good? I'm on my way. So I think the records. Like, clearly they want you to be able to, like, call the assist, right? Damn, negative 15? Nah, you see? All right. I see the other problem, too. This shit is too fucking slow. So this right here, he should be at least like negative, not negative 15. What the fuck? Son. Oh, they demolished this character, man. What the fuck is that? Son, he can't even. Nah. That shit is horrible. That shit is horrible. Please fix that too. Oh my gosh, what is that? Nah. I get that he can attack and do some shit like that. Son, his beam is mad slow. Frame 35? I can tell you've been saving this one. God damn, this shit is... Son, what is this? Yo, this frame data is so bad. Oh my gosh. Son, his shit up close is 26? Son, his shit is horrible. Oh my goodness. Nah. Oh my god, his frame data is horrible. He has like actual just frame data issues. He actually has frame data issues. It's really bad. Frame data issues, damage output issues. Damn, I didn't know it was this bad, man. I didn't know it was that bad. I get it's part of the lore, but this is not the show, man. These are characters that, you know, people want to use. All right. I think the Kamehameha 35. That's horrible. Make that shit faster. I don't know how much faster, but up close, 26 is horrible. Make it like 20 frames up close. And like 28 from a distance. Jeez, this shit is horrible. This right here, son, if you hold up, it's even more recovery. All right, I will say make this shit like, I would make it like -5, because you wanna be able to do like staggers or anything of the sort, but to not be able to do anything but attacks like that. I feel like you should allow him to cancel, right? He should just have some sick ass shit. So like he could do this.
Here's some more. Bang this. Here's some more. Here's some more.
So once he does that, right, you should be able to cancel again. You should be able to cancel again, and then you can go for like the medium version, right? Which the medium version is going to come out like in 24, 25 frames. So you're keeping your opponent guessing, right? You're keeping your opponent guessing. You could leave his damage output low. Just have his records be like really scary. Like, you, oh shit, I got to guess now. And just be able to do like mad shit. That shit would be godlike if he actually had like some crazy ass mix. So you can like literally open up your opponent in different ways. Kind of like Leo, yeah, you can say that. That's fine. So he'll be able to use the assist, or he could just do it himself and open you up. That shit would be mad fucking cool. Yamcha back turn. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, I think that shit would be really good. I think the shit will be really good. You know what I'm saying? So you can have that. Give him a way to extend combos beyond this. I get that he could do that, but have him be able to extend combos more. Like right now, his shit is horrible. I was thinking like the EX DP, like you get like a ground bounce and then you're able to combo, do more. So when you do something like that and you do it in the air, you do EX, or you could do like EX DP and you knock them to like the either the floor or the wall, and they bounce back to you. Something to extend combos. Not saying to increase his damage output by a lot, but allow him to at least extend combos and get a little bit more. His damage output is so low. His C, I don't even know what's his C assist. That shit is whack. That shit is garbage. Why would I ever pick that? Why in my life would I ever pick that? 40. Why? Why would I ever pick C assist? Why not give him the C assist where it tracks and he does DP? Why not give him that? Why not give him the DP and wherever you are in the air, he does the tracking DP? Why not do that? Let him track with the C assist. Let him track with this, and he hits you with that. Why would they give him that? That shit is horrible. So yeah, make this like, all right, the changes I would do, the records, make everything faster, right? For the most part, except for this. You know what? Make this 9 frames. Make this 9 frames. Make it -2, -3. This shit has no range. This shit has no fucking range whatsoever. That shit is horrible. This is okay because it's something different. So I get it. Make this 9 frames. There's characters that have legit faster moves with way more range. You can make this shit 9 frames, -2, right? This could be 15. Put that 15. This right here, make that like -5. Shave off 10 frames. Let him allow him to attack. And then this right here, when he goes back and forth, allow him to do to go behind you. Allow him to do this. And then this move, make it 24 frame startup. I understand that it was 18. 18 is really fast, but make it 24. Make it 24, and then make this like ground bounce so you can get like a combo. Vegeto's is 5M, 9 frames, and it's -5. And that's it. I think the character will be fine. Oh shit, and the Kamehameha. The Kamehameha needs to be faster. 35 frames is crazy. You can make it like 29 frames from full screen, 29 frames, and then you can make it 20 frames up close. Cause that shit right there is not it. And then have the C assist be the EXDP. He brings them down, and then you get to combo. Cause what is the point of having that move when he already has a move better than that moves forward? Why? Why? Why would I do that? Why would I pick C assist over A assist at any point? Doesn't make no sense. It's too similar. The only difference is that he tracks where the opponent is at. But if you give him a C assist that tracks, that will definitely appeal to a lot more people. I forgot to bring up one more mechanic. So, funny enough, I will make assists. Actually, this is what I would do for assists. So, for assists, I will have them regenerate 7 seconds instead of 8 seconds to make it a little bit faster. Not that much faster, but 7 seconds as opposed to 8 seconds. And C assist would not be fucking 16 seconds. I would probably make it 10 seconds. That shit is way too much. Way too much. 16 seconds in a match? Nah. I'll make it 10 seconds. Yeah, yo, C assist is 16 seconds for those that don't know. 16 seconds. Yo, UI potential was good. Nah, it was 12 before. You know what? 11. Let's do 11. Instead of 10, I'll do 11 seconds. Nah. 10. Nah, it's 16 seconds. 16 seconds. 16 seconds. They're too slow. They regenerate too fucking slow. They regenerate way too slow. They are actually like, they're just too slow. I was gonna mention the staggers too. Yo, Zippo and Potential, thank you so much for the subs. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, that too. It's because they have a startup, they do some type of pose, and then the attack comes out. That's the reason why I would want it to be 10 seconds. Lord Frieza will be OP with 11 second C assists? Nah, definitely not. Why? Definitely would not. I disagree with that, Melee Fox. It would just be good. It's not even a beam assist, dude. It's not even a beam assist. You forgetting that when you call on a C assist, they pose and then they come out with an attack. Do you guys forget that? It doesn't matter how fast they come out. They always have to do a pose. So players always looking out for certain key clues, right? When an attack comes out. Oh, let me switch to the C assist real quick. You have to do. They have to come down with a pose and then they attack. It comes out fast, but it's not as fast as an actual assist. Pose, then comes out do that, right? As opposed to this, it's way different, dude. It's way different. The sound effects and them coming, the opponent's just gonna jump. The opponent's just gonna jump. Super hot, man. All right, you're gonna keep repeating the same thing, and you got it. I'm not gonna argue with you, dude. I'm not gonna argue with you. Chris G uses C assists because he likes trolling. He likes because he's that good. He can do that. Ask him if he thinks C assists are good. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, he's gonna tell you no. He's gonna tell you no. At the end of the day, he's just able to do that because he's fucking godlike in fighting games in general. He's just godlike in fighting games, dude. Whatever fighting game he plays, he's really good. Some are actually really good. UI C assist is good. Vegeta, the Super Saiyan Vegeta C assist is good. There are characters that have really good C assists. It doesn't matter though. They're nerfed by the cooldown. The cooldown is horrible. Fat Boo's C assist is good. Z Broly's C assist is good. I could be wrong, but I think you're not seeing the full C assist because you're Vegeta blocking. Huh? Yeah, Chris G's just really good. Frieza's C assist is okay. You guys are over exaggerating. It's okay. It is not. It's his best assist. It is not the best assist. It is not. Frieza actually has no, like, he really just doesn't have no good assists. He has an okay C assist. You guys are bugging. Yeah, y'all actually hyping up Frieza's C assist, and it's actually kind of crazy that y'all doing that. So those are the changes that I would do. He got buffed and they still not using him. Exactly. I feel like more ODC assists, there should be more drawbacks. Nah, they shouldn't. Dude, how many times we're going to nerf offense, dude? I'm tired of nerfing offense. I don't want to nerf offense anymore. I'm tired of nerfing that shit. Frieza C assist is not ass, but it's not amazing. It's not amazing. And then, so I was thinking in block strings. Let me see something real quick. Let's. Okay, let's. So you see how like the assist is not coming back at all? I'm not gonna lie. This right here might be pretty bad. I don't mind that it doesn't come back right away. But the fact that I have to completely stop is like you're babying your opponent. You see how it's not coming back at all? You have to legit wait or back up. And I don't like that. Like the game, yeah, it wants you disengage. It wants you to disengage to bring the cooldown back, right? Giving your opponent a chance at fighting. But it's like, I think they should meet in the middle. I do like that it doesn't come back right away, but I do think that you shouldn't be so kind to your opponent either, right? I think after like a couple of seconds of staggers, if they don't do anything and they sit their ass right there, I think assist should come back no matter what. I think they should meet in the middle. It wasn't a bad change, but the thing is like I said, right? I'm doing this, and my assist is not coming back. After a while, nah, that shit should come back. It should come back. It should come back. How many frames? You have to completely stop. You have to completely stop. And I think the way they should go about it is, all right, if I'm staggering you for the next 3 seconds and you don't do shit, it comes back no matter what. You have to stop for 20 frames. Yeah, that's too crazy. I understand because it was becoming a one-player game and the person was staying there too long, considering that this game doesn't have push block. But if they just stay there constantly, they don't do anything, right? If they're just holding down back, then you should be able to get something. Nah, it's the way it works, Bag of Thought, is that literally you just have to stop. You have to stop. The reason why when you walk back is because walking back costs a few frames. That little bit of info on DR has to go too. I don't know, man. Goten's charge 5H auto regens assist too, which is odd. Really? I didn't know that. I did not know that at all. But that's my take on assists. I forgot to talk about that real quick. The next one will be Master Roshi. I think Master Roshi has some good shit. This right here, the 28 frames should definitely be at least like 24, 25, right? It should definitely be faster. The fact that he could do that at any point is really cool, but I do think that it needs to be a little bit faster. I think 24 frames will be good. My whole point, Roshi is fine currently in my opinion. I think he's better on point for sure, but he definitely still needs a little bit buffing. He definitely needs a little bit buffing, right? So, he has this flip. My thing... Oh, let me take this out. Yo, 40's tight. 40 is tight. My man was like, nah, he's not fine. So, my thing is... Right? This move right here... I'm gonna say this, right? And I think this will be a godlike change for him. This flip right here, you should be able to, it should be, how long does it take for him to move forward? Let me see. Let me see what's the earliest. I'm trying to find out. It seems like frame 27. So frame 27 is when he becomes active, right? That's what it seems like. All right. So instead of frame 27, make it like frame 19, frame 20, where he's able to move. So when you do this, instead of frame 27 is when he's able to move, just make it frame 20 or frame 19. Make it frame 19. This is a character that doesn't have like the super dash, the float. He doesn't have none of that shit. Frame 21 plus 6. Yeah. So make it 19 frames, right? That he can move forward. So this will make him like super scary because no matter what, he still has to go backwards, right? He'll be able to recover faster, but it allows his offense to be crazy. In the air, it seems like he can do it a little bit faster. So in the air, make it 19 on the ground. Make it 19. Make it even across the board. Or you can make it 20 if they want to be a little bit more on the safe side. Make it that he's able to act out of the flip faster. Right? Because then you still have, like you said, you still have to dash forward. Right? So yeah, he can air dash out of it, but it's still too slow. He can't do it right away. He can't do it right away. But if you able to, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. You can do something like this. Call the assist. You can do some real crazy shit. But I think acting out the flip will be really good for him. It'll be really good. Make this 24 frames. I think slow command throws in this game should not be a thing. I'm going to be real. I think command throws should be 25 frames and less. 25 frames and less. This should be 24 frames. That would be good. And it has good range too, right? It has good range. So make it 24 frames. I think that would be good. What else would I change? This right here, I would not make it -5. I will make it -2. I will make it -2. The fact that he can steal corner is good, right? So this is 15 frames. I will make it 14 frames. I will make it a slight faster. The medium version, I will make it 16 frames. The EX, I will make it... Nah, you can leave it 11. The EX, though... EX... No, you know what? Make this -3. Make this -2. And leave it 11. And leave it 11. Leave it just like that, right? So you can do shit like that where he's able to steal the corner. And then you gotta guess. Like, he should be a character that he's just constantly pressuring you. He doesn't have ways to bypass certain things, right? Because he doesn't have like the super dash and stuff. He kind of has to like accept zoning in a sense, you know. But at the same, well, no. As a matter of fact, I forgot he has I forgot he has that to bypass the Ki Blast, right? So he has this. He has the Masterful Leap. Forgot he has that. How many versions he has, though? He has that. He has the high version. He has the low version. Okay. So I'm looking at the move. Yeah, I think he's fine. I think he's fine. The flip, just make it faster. The Kamehameha is fine. Yes, that. Hold it. Okay. I think that's fine. Now, clearly, yo, Dragon Von Doom, thank you so much for the sub, by the way. Clearly, we need to adjust the assist, right? We need to definitely adjust the assists. I think the A assist should go back to the way it was the first nerf. That's it. I think that was the perfect A assist. I mean, perfect B assist, right? Where it was a DP, because the first time it came out, it was OD. Let's not lie here. It was OD. That B assist was insane. It was a DP assist with armor, and it locked you down for over 40 frames. It was insane. The second time around, they nerfed it, and I think they left the properties alone, but they made it that it wasn't true, and I think that's fine. I think that's fine. So leave it like that. Put it just like that. It also auto, yeah, and that's fine. It doesn't auto turn no more.
And now what you've all been waiting for.
Does it not auto turn anymore?
Master Roshi. Master Roshi.
Oh, his Kamehameha is not that bad. It wall bounces. It doesn't do a lot of damage. Well, I think it's the standard, but it wall bounces. Oh, that's not bad. I didn't know that.
Master Roshi.
I definitely did not know that. That's pretty good. So his Kamehameha wall bounces. That's pretty good. It has good block stun too. Let me see.
Master Roshi.
Oh, shit. That's actually not bad. That's good. I did not know that. Yeah, and it makes it good for scaling. Okay. So his B assist, literally just have his B assist just go back to the way it was, where it wasn't a true block string that you're able to reflect it if you block it, right? But it still has armor. It still has armor, and And it auto turns if it doesn't have the auto turning. And it still combos if it does hit. We need different assists to exist in the game. We need different assists. And I think that's it. I think when it comes to Roshi, I think those are the only changes. That is literally it. I think those will be some good changes. Let's go to Vegeta. So, what are the issues you, besides this, what are the other issues you guys think that Vegeta has? What are the other issues you guys have? He doesn't have good routes. He's too honest. No solo mix. I mean, there's a lot of characters that don't have solo mix, though. You know this, right? Stubby arms. He does have stubby arms. Dive kick, not an overhead. He just have boring combos. All he has is Ki Blast game, and a lot of characters have that. Ki Blast game should be better. I agree. Lack of combo routes. Yeah, like I said, he's kind of outdated, right? He's definitely kind of outdated. I feel like he's one of these characters that it's hard to place him. I don't think he's bad, but I don't think he has anything like crazy outside of like his zoning. His zoning is good, right? Because he could do this, then DP. So he has things like that, but besides that, Ki Blast don't do chip. So your opponent can kind of like just block all day and make their way towards you. Give him the option to charge his Ki Blast so it could be beam properties. That's not bad. I don't know how that would work. Because they buff him, but it's like it's not enough, right? It's hard, man. To be honest with you, it's hard to buff him because if this chip kills, he will be better. Definitely be better, right? Because he'll be able to zone you out. Just off of that alone, he'll be better. But in all honesty, it's tough, man. It's tough to buff him because the way he is, he has stubby buttons, right? You can probably buff this, but you don't want to really buff it like that, though. He has this, which is not too bad. But he does have stubby buttons for sure, right? He does have stubby. It's tough, though. His level 3 is really good. It hits, it covers a wide range. If they're in the air, it's actually hard to punish this. It's negative 34, but if you're in the air, it's like, can't punish it. It's tough, though. Rocket Kick should, I like that. EX Rocket Kick could bounce, wall bounce. His level 3 does do low damage, but his level 1 does mad damage. So it's like I said, it's tough, man. It's actually really tough to buff this character because the way he works, like they fixed his level 1. Like they made this, so that's pretty cool. Yo, Mason, thank you so much. It's tough, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's tough to it's tough to buff and nerf him. You know, I mean not to nerf him. It's tough to buff him because you don't want to overly buff him at the same time. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to see like what can you do with this character. Cause he's just, yo, in all honesty, it's tough, man. It's tough to buff. I do like EX Rocket Kick wall bouncing. I will say that. I think that's good. I think that's good. So EX Rocket Kick, we could do that. That could be one buff. And that would help to extend, that would definitely help him to extend combos. Damn, but what else does he have? It's hard to make that it's hard to make that because that's a special move, right? Sheesh. Give him a grab on 214S. Damn, I think the only thing, what if they gave him the ability to jump out of the first two key blasts? Damn, I don't even know. Deadass? Nah, he doesn't need a command throw. I just think the EX Rocket Kick for now is the only thing I can come up with. Jump 2L gets a wall, gets a bounce, and if it could steal corner if set up right. Honestly, if it was plus. This is -2. That's good. Because that allows you to steal corners. Son, I ain't gonna lie. He needs some type of change for sure. Cause they try to buff this, but it's really not. It is enough because you could do something. You could do something like this, right? But it's like, oh man, I don't know. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. It's tough, man. EX Rocket Kick is like the wall bounce is like the best thing I think is. Why play SSJ when you can play base Vegeta? Because you want to play characters that you want to play. Believe it or not, they're two different characters, so. Why does this not consistently come out? It says while you're in the air. Oh, you gotta really hold down. You gotta hold down for a bit before you can do this shit? It seems like you gotta charge this move, right? Okay, I lied. Oh, I lied. Nah, you can do a low to the ground. Yeah, I lied. Nah, you can't make this into overhead. Do you not see how low I'm doing it? Nah, that would be too OD. Nah. It's too OD. It's hard to buff it, man. Look at that shit. -1. I ain't gonna lie. I really, besides the EX rocket kick, I really don't know what we can do for him. Dead ass. I don't know. Because the thing is like, he's very vanilla. I think if they're gonna do anything, rework this. But he has good zoning. Look at your precious comment. His B assist needs to be reworked. Make it travel full screen, or make it like his 236M. Make dive kick plus. Make EXDP. Decide if you want. Okay, dive kick being plus. I could work with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it being neutral or +1. Nothing else after that. Nothing else after that. Because then it becomes too much, right? As long as it's not an overhead, that's fine. Nah, +1 is good. +1 is good. I think +1 is perfectly fine, guys. So we could do that too. So EX rocket kick, he gets a wall bounce. This right here being +1, so he gets some type of pressure. Rework this. I don't know what they could do exactly. Well, if they was to make it that you take away, hear me out. If you was to take away chip damage, and you actually do chip damage, and you take away the blue health, this would be good. This would be good. Of course, they could reflect or super dash, but of course, then you have your assist. You call them out, keep them locked in. So you can do shit like that. Make him cancel out of the dive kick. The thing is that they consider this a special move. When Master Roshi does his yeah, anything that does like chip damage, you can't cancel out of it. So those are the changes that I would do for those characters, right? Those are the changes. And Vegeta, yeah, Vegeta B assist definitely needs a change too. Definitely needs a change. I would say make it go like full screen of anything. And then like it's like the EX version and it pops them up, or you could do the medium version of the kicks. We're gonna go to Goku. Give Vegeta Suicide level 3. All right, guys. All right. So Goku. There was something Goku had in a trailer a while ago that I thought was really good. But before we go into that, right? I would literally make this move negative. Excuse me. I would make this move go from 24 to 21 frames. I will make it a little bit faster. He has invincibility. That's cool. And it goes full screen, right? So I will make this move faster. But There's something else that I would do with the move too. Nah, don't give it armor. Because he doesn't even get a combo out of that, right? He doesn't even get a combo out of that. There was something that he did in the trailer that I don't think anybody remembers. So in the trailer, he actually had this move, but it goes behind you. It goes behind you. So, does anybody remember that? Yeah, if you look at the old trailers, he actually had this move and it went behind you. So it crossed up. He had that in the beta. I know in the trailer he had it. I don't know if he had it in the beta. In the beta, he crossed up. And they took that out, guys. Then I didn't even realize. If you stay looking that way. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so he had that. He had a cross-up version of it. So I would say give him the cross-up version. I don't like maybe have him press like a button or a different input. And have it that he has this version of it. So this one, the forward version, right? The forward version will be 21 frames. And then the one that he goes behind you will be 25, right? So instead of 24, make it 25, but he goes behind you, right? So he'll act like he does it in front of you, but then he ends up behind you. And then this version will be faster. It'll be 21 frames. No 19 in armor. Cut that shit out. Get that armor shit out of here. Don't need no armor. So literally, you will have that. That right there will be so good, because now he has an actual mix-up. He has an actual mix-up, and I think that would definitely help him out a lot. This right here, I get that it has mad range. This does not need to be -10. You can make it like -5, -6, but -10 is a little too much. It's definitely a little too much, right? I think besides that, I think he's fine. Because if you give him a cross-up, right, he can do something like this. Boom, boom. Cross-up. I think it will be really good. Oh, hold on. This right here, this will definitely be, I'll make it 20. Because he gets nothing out of it. He gets a slide knockdown. So I'll make that 20 frames. I'll make this 20 frames. And I'll make that 24. And that's it. I don't think he should get any much more, because then he'll be kind of OD. Just literally make this -5, right? Or make it -6. Keep the recovery, right? Keep the recovery. If he whiffs, he whiffs. But if he connects, then make it like -6. Have a cross-up, stay in the front, and make this faster. Make the light punch version of this 20 frames, and then he'll be good. Yeah, this -10 is too crazy. What the fuck was they thinking? That shit is way too crazy. This is fine, Bean. This is fine. Because the thing is like, the last patch, they just was like, yo, let's make buttons go mad far, and that's it. But he doesn't have mix. He does not have mix. He has this shit. And the thing is like, look at the animation. You can look at the animation and see he's going for the overhead. But if you take away 4 frames and it stays an overhead, that would be mad good. He only has one low. He only has one low. And yes, there is a patch coming. So that would be my changes for him, right? That will literally be my changes for him. His C assist. Nah, leave a C assist alone. Okay, let's go to GT Goku, right? GT Goku. I don't know what they were thinking with that shit. Number one, he doesn't need to move forward. That moving forward shit is whack. That moving forward shit is horrible. Leave it the way it was before. They overly nerfed him for no reason. To be honest with you, you could technically give him his assist back. Just cut the frame advantage. So how much was it before? Right? I think it was a good amount. So you could leave it like, you could have it like 30. Make the startup a little bit, have the startup like 30 frames. Have the advantage like 28 to 30 and leave it just like that. It was 32, right? They destroyed this shit for no reason. They destroyed it for no reason. I did not understand that. It made no sense. It was unnecessary. This is actually not. This assist is actually not bad. Yeah, that assist is actually pretty good. That assist is actually pretty good. Yeah. Leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone. Does he track you at no matter where you go with that? Oh shit. Alright, here's my problem though. Why is he going in front of your face? Why? All right, hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. Let me know if you agree with me on this one. I'm not too sure, but I want you guys to hear me out. Let me know your opinions. So what if he did? What if he had this, right, as a B assist? The B assist knocks you to the wall. It's like 30 frame, 30 block stun. He does this move, right? And that's the B assist. And the C assist is the one that he travels. But he'll travel to you. And he does this. He does the spirit bomb shit as the C assist. And there's 40. Like Janemba beat, yeah. What if they switched that? So they made this move, the B assist, it wall bounces, and it's like 29, 30 frames. Isn't it just nerfing GT's B assist though? Well, no, because you're talking about a move that he will spawn where you at. So let's say Goku's right here, he will do this. No, it wouldn't track though. It wouldn't track. It would stay. So let's say I'm over here with Goku, right? I'm over here with Goku. This move will reach right here. It will have this range. You understand what I'm saying? So if Goku is right here, right? If Goku is right here, you see how this doesn't reach? That won't reach. That has a little bit of range. Now the C assist will be that, and it will track where you at. The B assist will be the power pole on the ground, but the power pole will spawn where Goku is at. You understand what I'm saying? And then you will switch it up. So it will be different. He gets a wall bounce. And he stays there, but it's less block stun, right? It's less block stun. The C assist will track. It will be where they at, and it puts mad frames. I already said there will be less cooldown. If I was doing a patch, there would be 11 seconds of C assist cooldown instead of 16. And yes, Bandai confirmed there is a patch coming straight from the horse's mouth. So I will make the B assist be the power pole, the C assist be the spirit ball, whatever the fuck that move is, and it will track. Yes, and it will track in the air. It will literally have the same properties. Cause this, come on, when you look at this move, dude, it doesn't make any sense. Why is he spawning in front of you and throwing out the power pole? Right? Like why is he spawning? Look at how far the stick goes. For that, just make that shit the B assist, and it has the same range, and it doesn't track. It just, wherever you spawn, that's where you at, and he gets a wall bounce. And then the C assist will track, even in the air. There's no invincibility with it, so you can smack him out of it. But if he does connect, clearly he'll knock you down. You get a combo, or he puts you in a lot of block stun. It's weird though. Like I don't know what was the reason of doing this, but he's using the pole. He's using the pole up close. Why? Why would he use the pole up close? I'm sorry, but that kind of doesn't make no sense to me. It makes no sense. I'm sorry, but that's mad silly. Why are we using a pole up close? So for that, you have the B assist as the S, and then the spirit ball as the C assist, and it tracks no matter where they at. Boom. Just fix it like that. Just literally fix it. So that's the change that I would do. I think they fixed GT Goku as a character, right? They kind of fixed him on point. I think this can have a little bit more range. Just a little bit, not too much. Because the thing about him is that he's so fucking small, right? Damn, he be moving. Damn, that shit is still good. Like he still has the movement, right? Like he still has the movement. Am I bugging, or like he's still good on point? He still has that? Yeah, he got the movement. And this shit goes mad far. Yeah. Just his assist. It seems like his assist just needs tweaking. That's it. Yeah, just the A assist needs to be fixed. And then I would switch the B assist. The B assist will be this. And it spawns wherever your point character is at. And it wall bounces. And the C assist will be the spirit bomb, and that's it. Alright, so let's go to Ginyu. So Ginyu has this move, right? So he can jump. But the thing is like, it's a low 2. And it's cool because it goes through Ki Blast. I would do 2 things to this move. 1, right? He has to spin for a little bit. Just for a little bit, right? Now, hear me out. He has to spin for a little bit. But what I would do, I don't know, this might be a little godlike. Let me know if y'all like it or not. Right? You can cancel it. So as he's spinning, you can stop spinning after a few frames. So like maybe like 15 frames or something like that. He spins. So let's see, right? We holding it. No matter what, he always got to go forward as well. So as you're holding it, you can cancel it. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. Now I'm getting to a point. So you hold it, right? He can also jump with it. So in the air, you can also cancel it. So this allows you to get some type of mix. So you hold it, you can cancel it, and then you can go into the jab. He said, it's fine, this is DBFZ. Yeah, so you gotta hold it for a bit though. You gotta hold it for a couple of frames. But after that, you can cancel it in the air. No, you cancel it with S. So you will hold it, and then you cancel it with S. And there's more mix for Ginyu. Absolutely. So you're holding it, then you press the button, you cancel it, right? You have like at least like 4 frames of you getting out of it, and then you can go into an attack. You understand what I'm saying? So, and mind you, this shit can steal the corner too. So you have to guess. You have to guess whether he's going for the low, he's gonna cancel it, go into like a dragon rush, cancel it, go into a jump. So it gives you some type of mix. It gives you some type of mix. If you're able to cancel it, boom. You press the S button, you cancel it, you can go into a low. I mean, he only has 2 lows. He has this as the low, which is 14 frames, and this is a low, right? But now if you cancel in the air, right, it goes a little bit higher. It will probably go a little bit higher. So that way he can get like a jump H. You cancel it, boom. You can get this. You can go into this, into that. So that will be probably the only change that I will give him. This is a low, yeah. That's a low. Because he can steal the corner. He can jump over crouching opponents. So think about it, guys. Hear me out, right? Your opponent thinks that you're gonna do this. You hold it, you jump over them because in this game, when you're crouching, he goes over you, and he gets the side switch, right? But now you can cancel it. You can cancel it in the air. Remember, it's gonna go up a little bit higher, so you can cancel it, and then you can air dash back and get the jump medium. Tell me that's not godlike. Tell me that's not a godlike mix, and you can call the assist at the same time. You're gonna need a little bit of execution, but you cancel it, you jump over them, they think the low is coming through, you side switch to the back, hit them with the jump medium, got the mix. And of course, like I said, you gotta hold it for a little bit. You jump over them, boom. You cancel it as you jump over, then you go back. Now he really fuck him up. Indeed. Yo, listen, man, I be in the lab in my head for video games. He said, I wouldn't block it, but I'll give it to him. That would be the only change. Literally that. That's it. I don't think he needs anything else. Ginyu is Ginyu. But for him to have that type of mix would be godlike. I think that would be really cool. Like I said, I'm all about making games go faster and doing more fucked up shit. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. You want me to do Jiren? Okay, let's go. Let's go back to the character select screen. Arxis really needs to hire me. Hire me, Arxis. Hire me. So we're gonna go to Jiren.
Shall we get started?
There's certain characters that I feel like, in all honesty, I feel like they should not be touched at all, by the way. Certain characters I feel like they should not get touched at all. I'm gonna say this real quick. I think Kid Buu's level 3 should just be reverted. Right back to the happy birthday. That's it. That's the only change, which would be a buff. That would be the only change I would have for him. I'm just putting that out there right now. Just give him his level 3. Give him the happy birthday back. That's the only thing. I wouldn't change anything else. I don't know why they nerfed it, but that's it.
It wouldn't be much fun to kill you just yet. I want you to suffer. Select your fighter. And rolling. Select stage.
Is it?
Land of the Kai.
Kid Buu needs more damage. Not every character needs more damage. Like I said, Yamcha, the way I had it, that he's not technically doing more damage. He's just mixing you up better. Kid Buu has the mix. You can leave Kid Buu just the way he is. So Jiren, he's really good. I think he's really good. The only thing is the command throw that he has is like one of the few ways to open up your opponent, right? Because he just has something like this, but eventually he can't really open you up, right? So it sucks, but I would make his command throw. I would do two things, right? I would do two things. Either make his command throw an actual special, and I'll make it like 22 frames to 24 frames, or just leave it alone and make it faster. One or the other. Because the thing is that the problem is balancing issue. Let's say we make this faster, right? Let's say we make this faster. The problem is that he could do this. And then it kind of becomes unfair. So I probably would give him a new move. And just make this a special move and make it faster. Because then this is bullshit. If I make this 22 frames or 24 frames and I'm able to vanish, it becomes bullshit. Make it 2-1-4. Oh, you talking about this? It got buffed though. It overall got buffed because you could do the special tag. Nah, because this is a normal. This is a normal move. That's the thing. This being a normal move is the reason why you can vanish it. So I would make, in all honesty, I would just make this a special move, and I would make it like 22 frames or 23 frames. It would be a little bit less. So it will be a little bit less on startup, but the change will be that it's a special move, so you can't just cancel it. So he would, instead of this being a normal, instead of that being a normal, it will be faster, but it will be legit, like you can't cancel it. You can't cancel it. That's it. The other thing I would do, this move right here, so it will be buffed and nerfed, right? It will be buffed and nerfed. So on point and as an assist character, he would definitely have more range on it. Probably like right here, right? Because this move negates projectiles, but it's not even used for that. It doesn't make any sense, dude. There's no point in having this and having this. Because at the end of the day, this right here does this. Make Grand Charge Wall Bounce? Nah, I wouldn't do that, but hear me out. Hear me out, right? Hear me out. So this move will have more range, for sure. You could be like right here. So you able to react to somebody doing a beam. Is a TOD started? I get that, but hear me out. So this move, you'll be able to, like, so let's say you don't want to go for this. The reason being is because if you don't have an assist, right, they can punish it. They could do down H, they could vanish back, they can level 3 you, right? So you don't always want to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So if they throw out a key blast or anything of the sort, you do this, boom, you get the hit, right? Here's the crazy part about this move. How active is this move? 16 frames. 16 frames. So it's active for 8 frames, right? It's active for 8 frames. I will make this move, what, like -6, -7? But hear me out. I will actually make the active frames matter, right? I will make the active frames actually matter. So if it's active for 8 frames, you can potentially make it plus. So see, look, this is -2. This is -2. So now if you do it from a distance and they block it, now you can actually be plus. Now you can actually be plus. So if you do it up close though, which you shouldn't be doing up close, it's punishable. You can actually get punished. And of course they can reflect. If you do it in the corner and you decide to do this, they can reflect and get the punish. But if you over here and do it, right, you could be plus. Yo, Brother Blaze, thank you so much for the sub, by the way. Yes, like Urian's charge. What's the trade-off you suggest then? So that's the trade-off. It will be negative up close. It will be negative, punishable negative, like -7, -8. But the further you are, it will have more range, and the active frames actually count for it to change the frame data as far as the frame advantage. So you see right here, it's -2. Right here, it's -2. My change will be, it will be -7, -8 up close. But from afar, you could be like +1, +2. Is it a medium starter? I probably would change it to a light starter. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. Make grand charge, wall bounce on hit. Dude, you said this like 5, 6 times. Is that the grand charge? Is that the move? Nah, I'm not changing. I wouldn't do that. It's just his grab needs to be like Tien's grab or Nappa's elbow. Make it 2L, a low. You guys be bugging. You guys be trolling like crazy. Like I said, the command throw will be like 22 frames, but it'll be a special. You guys are, like I said, I'm all about offense in my patch. If I'm doing a patch, it's more so to buff characters so they have an easy way of opening you up. But we can't make characters be perfect. There has to be a trade-off. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I said this move up close will be punishable, but from afar, right, it will have more range, and it'll be able to counter beams and stuff like that, and it'll be plus at a certain distance. Yeah, you guys want perfect shit. That's not gonna happen. That's not. There has to be pros and cons to moves. There has to be pros and cons. So if I'm buffing this move, there has to be some type of nerf to it. There has to be, because it's already good. It's already good. Everyone can be, yeah, pretty much. And I think that's it. I think he's actually fine. And the assist will go mad far too. So as an assist, he actually does not have a lot of distance with that move, right? It does have a lot of hit stun though. It does have a lot of hit stun. So what I would do is, it will be less hit stun, but it will actually punish projectile moves. So it doesn't go nowhere. Mind you, he lands in front of you too. I didn't even know that. It's not that bad. I don't know. I probably would leave it, to be honest with you. He said, Jiren! Jiren! Why is he not saying anything? Did me saying something like just stop Beerus from talking? Alright, good shit. But yeah, that's the change that I would do for that. I would do one change for Beerus. And maybe it's because I'm greedy. Right? He's like, him, Nappa are like the only like trap-based characters in this game. But he's not so much of a trap-based character like that. My thing with Beerus is I will make you see like this right here, and I said this before. I will make these orbs, right? I will make these orbs pretty much because they don't even last that long, right? As you guys can see. They go down pretty fast. And they disappear. I will make this motherfucker an actual trap-based character. So these EX, he will be He'll be the only character that has a trap-based character, trap-based item, or well, it's like a key blast, right? I don't know what the fuck that shit is. So if you tap it, if you tap it, he kicks. I would just make it that you can't super dash that shit. But when you have these two out, you can't have others out, and they won't last. They will last maybe a second less. They will last a second less. So even if you do it up here, right? Pretty much what they'll do is they'll do the same thing, but they wouldn't last as long. And instead of using half a meter, you will use an entire meter. He will be the only character that has an EX move that will use the entire meter. But you can't super dash. You can't super dash. So you got to be careful on your meter. But now they're stuck. Like they can't super dash. They can't super dash. But you're using a whole meter and you're keeping it locked down. So you can have it. You can have it right here. And now they're forced to stay there. And then you obviously. Why though? Because I want trap-based characters to exist. Yeah, it costs an entire bar. Beerus already dumb. He's so dumb that you're using him, right? He's so dumb that you're using him. I know, Complex. He's so dumb that you're using him as a character. I know. All the other top tier players are using him too, right? 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 He's so dumb that you're using him. Y'all niggas be saying some crazy ass shit, and y'all know y'all wrong. Stop doing that. He's so dumb that the majority of you guys are using him, right? Alright then. Point proven. And mind you, it will make it unique. Like I said, it will last a little bit, it will last a little less longer, right? It will have a little bit less duration, but you're keeping them locked in, so they can't super dash. Now they gotta hold that shit. So, all right, let's count how long it lasts. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can make it last for like 4 seconds or something like that, and it costs an entire meter. Yo, Neo Leo, what's good, man? I wish more people use them, and I want characters to be super different from each other. I don't want this move to only be good there. To only be good here. That's the only time the move is good. That will be a charge move, right? Well, no, you're using only the EX versions will be the only versions to stop super dashing. That's it. Only the EX version. No, nobody uses Beerus. I think leaving it is fine, Bum, especially when he blocks, but I think it should still be super dashed. Like I said, only the EX version, right? Only the EX version. Because you can bring out 3. All the other one, and clearly it'll probably have like a different color or some shit like that. And that's it. Yeah, only EX. Yes, it'll be beam property. Only EX, guys. I'm going to repeat. Only EX. And it lasts less. So this lasts 6 seconds. It will last 4.5. Yeah, Skeezer and like 2 others are the only Beerus players. Yeah, it will cost a whole meter. But you're locking them down. So they have to, legit, obviously they have to get low, overhead. Because the thing is, you can still technically raw tag, still super dash. So, K-Sack, yeah, there's a few players that use them. Few players. And then the other change I will have, the other change that I will have, and I get so tight when I see that. I get so tight. The other thing that I will have is that when he leaves, the orbs stay for a certain amount of time. Because it doesn't make any sense that Piccolo has the orbs and they stay out even when he's gone, and Beerus don't have that. Beerus shit goes away. Beerus shit goes away. That shit gets me tight. That shit gets me tight. So I will have it that when he kicks and you don't block it, it stays out longer. I have not went over S Brawly. No. This shit gets me so tight. The shit disappears. I fucking hate that shit. Yeah, just make it last longer. Just let it stay out, and that's it. That's the only changes I'll have. It's the only changes. All right, so let's talk about Baby. People thought it was weird. That what was weird? That shit disappearing instantly is crazy. Oh, yeah, Sled, you know where I was going with this, right? Yeah, so this right here, 11 frames is disgusting. Bet you there's an employee from Arxis. I'm in here yelling at the team, write this down right now! This right here is disgusting. 11 frames? Nah. You can have it 9 frames or even 8 frames. Look, Sled, we thinking like my brother. I see you. I see you, Sled. I see you. Yeah, so this could be 8 to 9 frames. But 11 frames is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. I don't know what they were thinking. Right? I think the zoning is fine. This is... Nah, that's terrible. You can make this 12. Make this 11 to 12 frames. 12 frames. I think 12 frames is fine. This being -1 is cool, but I would make it either 14 to 15 frames and leave it -1. Baby dive kick should be plus so he can air dash cancel. You talking about this? What? He can, but nah, I think that's fine. His beam is horrible. The animation is mad cool, but fuck, that shit is horrible. We can make it like 32, 33. Yeah, his beam is horrible. 32, 33. This move is good. Damn, this shit comes out mad fast. Okay, that's good. How you do his... He's such a cool character, man. And I did not want him in the game at all. I did not want him in the game at all. Oh, you gotta kill somebody, that's why. Let me take... I forgot. Oh, it leaves him on 1. How the fuck you do his Damn, he's such a cool character. He's such a fucking cool character. This should definitely not be -8 though. This could be like -3, -4. What the fuck is this shit? -8 is too crazy. Nah, that could be -3, -4. So he can only do the command throw once, okay? I'm just checking out everything. So you can hold this. I will make it that you can hold it a little bit longer. Yeah, he's such a cool character. This mother, I fucking hate him, by the way. I hate him, but they made him so cool in this game. Yo, he looks ridiculous, man. They did an amazing job on this character. Oh my gosh. How do you feel about the notion that all zoners need heavy chip damage buffs on all their projectiles? I already said earlier, yeah. Yeah, his drip is crazy. That is definitely crazy. So, frame data. This will be 8 to 9 frames. This will be -3. Yeah, you can leave that. This will be faster. This will be like 32 frames. Calling in the dead, I will allow you to hold it longer. Like, so you'll be able to hold the assist longer. You can call in the air, which is cool. So, hear me out. Damn, this character is so cool, man. I can see why y'all motherfuckers like this character. He's really cool. So, how many frames can you hold it? All right. 1, 2. So it seems like you can hold it for 2 seconds. 1, 2. All right. I will let you hold it for like 3 to 4 seconds. The reason being is because you're in the air, right? Let's say you all the way in the air. 1, 2. So it's 2 seconds. I think 3 or 4 seconds, or even longer, will be really cool, right? And then you let go of the button. You can let go of the button, and then the assist will do something. So I think it's really cool if you can hold it longer, so that way you can call in the air safely, come down, let go, and then you have the other assist, and then you get some shit going. And I think that's it. Dude, 214 HM? I don't even, what the fuck is an HM? And then that's it.
That's surprising.
5M? Nah, I mentioned 5M. I said make this like 1 frame faster. Make this 1 frame faster. Make it just 12. That's it. And then make this 15. That's it. And leave it alone. And I think he's perfectly fine. And then that'll be my changes. That would literally be my changes. What is his assist again? Oh, his assist is fine. I would just literally put B assist back to the way it was. What is the C assist? Hold up. Oh, it's the beam. Yeah, just revert his B assist. I'm fine with that. If anything, if they want to nerf it, just have it that it has more recovery. That's it. His grab needs to have anti more consistently. Okay, that's fine too. I'm with that. I think that's completely fine. Nah, we haven't went over Kefla yet. Damn, this is a long ass fucking stream. My goodness. My freaking goodness. I'm gonna be honest. I think Janemba's one of those characters I kind of don't even want to touch. To be honest with you. So Android 16, I would literally put this back to one hit. So instead of this hitting multiple times, I would just put it back to one hit. Just put it back to one hit. This back to one hit, this back to one hit. Right? And that as an assist as well. 16 is fine to be honest. That's why I'm not doing a lot of changes for him. Complex. This one hit, this one hit. Then the other thing that I would do this will be also one hit. This will also be 38 to 40 frames of block stun because this shit does not go anywhere, dude. He goes in front and he barely, look. And that's it. I wouldn't do much. I really wouldn't do much with Android 16. I think at this point he's high tier in the game. I think he's actually really viable. I think he's viable for sure. What if it tracks with same block stun? Nah. And I will make the hit stun more. Yeah, just buff his assist. Just make it it hits once. Just make it that it hits once, and then make it that it has more block stun and more hit stun. That's it. I think he's really good right now. Nope. Don't fix his meter gain. He's fine. He's fine. Dude, he already does mad damage now. He has extensions, dude. Yeah, overdoing it. He's good. He is good. So, let's go to Brawly. Let's go to this Brawly. So, this right here, I will make this 22 frames. So I will make it 23 or 22 frames. Like barely faster, but faster. You guys have to seem to understand that this motherfucker hits too hard. It's really hard to buff him. Y'all don't seem to understand that if his frame data gets better, you either have to nerf his damage or you have to nerf him in other ways. This motherfucker's he hits too hard. He hits way too hard. There's a reason why they balanced him out the way they did. He has mad range on that. He has this. This move, I will make either 8 frames or 9 frames. Right? Like you barely can touch him. The one thing that I would do is this move right here, this very move, I will make it completely armored. Instead of him, because he's vulnerable in the feet. So if you hit him with a low, you break the armor. I would just make it that he has complete armor on this move. That's what I would do. I'm trying to see what else would I do. And I will make this like 22 frames. You can't unfortunately you really can't buff his